Where does Tesla get the rare metal for its car batteries, and how ethical is its supply chain? According to the market cap, Tesla is the world's most valuable electric car company. The carmaker has continued to make the world a better place by drastically reducing the fumes emitted. However, electric cars have been known to have one drawback. Despite having large batteries, the electric vehicles have a small range compared to the time they take while charging. However, Tesla has made some of the best batteries. Stay tuned to look more into these batteries. Welcome to the Tesla News Hangout, and today we will learn all about Tesla batteries, from where they get the rare metals for its car batteries, and how ethical its supply chain is. As nations throughout the globe pass legislation to phase out gasoline and diesel automobiles, the environmental effect of mining the elements required for electric vehicle batteries is becoming more prominent. With lithium being just the salt on the salad, this new attention has mostly focused on ethical problems with cobalt and lithium supply chains. However, nickel mining, primarily done in Australia, Canada, Indonesia, Russia, and the Philippines, has an environmental and health cost. Environmental advocates have presented a bleak image of the nickel mines and smelters that fuel the electric car industry, with plumes of sulfur dioxide choking the air, churned land coated in toxic dust, and rivers flowing blood red. Because of environmental concerns, the Philippines shuttered nickel mining this year. As a result of this closure, demand has risen due to supplies. Miners facing low nickel prices have welcomed increased demand from an industry that, according to the International Energy Agency, would deploy up to 70 million electric cars by 2025. According to rumors, the Ravensthorpe mine in Western Australia was the latest in a long line of nickel projects to be marked for closure in September. A few days after these rumors, BHP Billiton, an Anglo-Australian mining conglomerate, announced plans for a $43 million processing factory in the same location to deliver 100,000 tons of nickel sulfate per year to the burgeoning battery industry. Kerry Smith, a senior analyst at Alto Capital, BHP Billiton, has deep enough coffers to ride out the electric car boom. Still, it did so only after failing to sell its underperforming Nickel West division, owing to a $1 billion in environmental cleanup obligations. Smith stated that they got 40 years worth of slag, which isn't the cleanest material in the world. He recommended that it needs to be disposed of carefully, burying it somehow or covering it with clay. Residents of local towns and mine employees have reported a heightened incidence of malformations and respiratory issues connected with nickel mining and smelting pollutants. South 32, which broke off from BHP Billiton in 2015, operates the Cerro Matoso mine in Colombia. According to a BHP Billiton representative, all of the company's projects have received environmental clearance. Dr. David Santillo, a senior scientist at Greenpeace Research Laboratories, stated that the mining of nickel-rich ores themselves, combined with their crushing and transportation by conveyor belt, truck, or train, can generate high loadings of dust in the air, dust that itself contains high concentrations of potentially toxic metals, including nickel itself, copper, cobalt, and chromium. He continued, stating that they have to get smarter at recovering and reusing the vast quantities that we have already extracted from the earth, rather than relying on the continued pursuit of new reserves of ever poorer quality and a substantial environmental cost. Renault, the manufacturer of the Zoe, Europe's best-selling electric vehicle in 2016, claimed it recycles about 70% of the battery weight, but did not disclose what percentage of nickel is recycled. On the other hand, Tesla says that the nickel in its cars is 100% reusable at the end of their lives, yet the company declined to tell The Guardian where the nickel in its car batteries comes from. A Tesla representative claimed that suppliers were 3 or 4 layers removed from Tesla. To him, it wasn't easy to have perfect knowledge about everything that happens in the supply chain. Still, they have worked extremely hard to gather as much information as possible and to ensure that standards are being met. According to Robert Bailey's of the mining consultancy Roskill, nickel miners will scrutinize carbon emissions joining the electric vehicle supply chain. According to a 2009 research published in PLOS One, nickel mining and processing had the 6th most significant global warming potential out of 63 metals the previous year. However, according to 2016 research by the Union of Concerned Scientists, the construction and operation of electric cars emit less than half the carbon emissions of equivalent gasoline and diesel-powered vehicles. In response to mounting pressure on carbon emissions, Russian mining giant Norilsk Nickel claims to have cut its usage of coal-fired electricity by 49% in 2016. The corporation has a long way to go. Norilsk, its home city, is one of the world's most polluting towns, due in part to the 350,000 tons of sulfur dioxide released yearly by the city's nickel plant, which was deactivated last year. Norilsk Nickel garnered headlines when an overflow of oxidized nickel trash stained the city's Daldakan River crimson in 2016. Having seen all that's involved in the manufacturing process, let's take a look at the supply chain now. Vivas Kumar works as a principal at Benchmark Mineral Intelligence, a market research business that focuses on the electric car sector. He formerly worked at Tesla, where he was in charge of the worldwide lithium-ion battery supply chain from 2016 to 2019. Kumar was in charge of acquiring over 100 materials for Tesla's battery production. Across 6 continents, he negotiated transactions with some of the world's greatest chemical, mining, and industrial businesses, as well as significant governments. Despite Tesla acquiring most of its batteries' raw materials, the company has shown its interest in exploring the mining business. At its Tesla Battery Day, the firm made the newest news. Tesla CEO Elon Musk and manufacturing industry leader drawback stated that the business is taking the first formal step by gaining the rights to a 10,000-acre lithium clay deposit in Nevada, US, as part of the Battery Day event. Tesla's plans to establish its cathode factory and lithium conversion facility, both in North America, were also revealed by Musk and Baglino. Baglino stated that they are going to start developing their cathode factory in North America, exploiting all of the North American nickel and lithium resources that exist. This technique will allow for easier mining and recycling. Tesla's expanding portfolio will include a lithium mine and a projected cathode factory. Elon Musk spoke at the event about a new generation of electric vehicle, EV, batteries that would be twice as powerful and half the price of the company's existing cells. According to The Guardian, Musk said that Tesla intends to recycle battery cells at its Nevada Gigafactory while lowering its cobalt usage, one of the costliest battery components, to almost nil. Tesla and Giga Metals, a Canadian company, recently discussed creating a massive mine that would provide Tesla with low-carbon nickel for its batteries. Also, earlier this month, Tesla joined the Fair Cobalt Alliance (FCA) to help strengthen the artisanal mining industry in the Democratic Republic of the Congo (DRC). Tesla and Glencore, a commodities trader and miner, announced a contract in June under which Tesla would purchase cobalt from Glencore. Despite all the issues revolving around Tesla battery manufacture, the batteries have continued to perform outstandingly. But why is Tesla winning on batteries? Instead of looking at batteries as cells, electric car manufacturers prefer to look at them as packs. The way you maintain your battery pack is crucial to its life and the possibility of reaching a million-mile battery. The materials in the cell can increase the pack's quality, purity, and overall design. One reason Tesla gets so much greater range with similar-sized battery packs might be because traditional manufacturers are more likely to assume higher failure rates over time than Tesla. The game of good battery management is similar to acquiring excellent quality batteries in that it is about controlling contaminants. Reaching that point brings us to the end of today's video. Well, electric cars have saved the world from exhaust emissions, but the process involved in making these cars and the parts is also very harmful. Do you agree? Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel Tesla News Hangout, where we talk about Tesla and electric vehicles. While you're at it, hit the bell so you never miss any of our videos, as more exciting ones like this are on the way. In the next one, I'll see you.